and welcome back to the channel. I'm G&G, and in this episode of Breaking Brazil, we're going to do one game. We're going to take on Sao Paulo, but I'm going to do the game in full and show how I manage a game in FM24 from the start up before the game, during the game, half time, etc. And just showing how I manage it. I do usually edit it out of the video just to shorten it down. It's usually just me complaining at the screen a lot about players not playing well, but yeah, we'll see how they do manage with shouts and tactical changes, substitutions, etc. in game, and just give an insight into how I manage that. But before we get into the game, let's catch up on how we've got on since the last episode. And since that defeat to Flamengo, we've won 3 games, 2 1-0 wins, starting off with one against Sierra. Not a great performance. Talisca missed a penalty on 51 minutes. We were trying to break them down. We finally did through Paulinho, who came off the bench and scored. Held on for a 1-0 win. Not a great performance by any means, but a win, bouncing back from that Flamengo defeat. And then we took on Palmeiras, who were running away at the top, and we really needed a win in this game. And Talisca scored from the penalty spot in this game. He's having a real up and down time from the spot, but he scored the winner in this game. We closed the gap to them, thankfully. And in the next game against Atletico Paranaense, a 2-1 home win. Talisca actually missed a penalty in this game, but he scored before then. Ivan got his first goal for the club. We held on for a 2-1 win, and that leaves us second in the table. We are 4 points behind Palmeiras with a game in hand, and that is this game against Sao Paulo. So we can close the gap to just a point to them, and Flamengo are now up to third behind us, but they're 4 points behind at the moment. So that is caught up with what we've done since the last episode. So here's the lineup before we get into the game, and we're going with our strongest available lineup. Everyone is fit and ready to go. And what I usually do before the game is I go into opposition instructions even. I go through a few of their key players. We set the tackle harder on them. I'm going to press the wing backs today, try and win the ball high up the pitch. And we have their main striker, Ryan Francisco. We're going to tightly mark him up front. Scored in the last game, and hopefully we can stop him from scoring today. We are away to Sao Paulo. So then we go into the briefing. Players are happy with the lineup, so that's good to see. And then we process the match, and we go on into the team talk, and we see what we do with the team talk. There's the team lineups. So here we are, and we will point the finger. We go with the recommended one, point the finger. We've been on a good run. Team happy enough. And then I go round individually with a pump the fist just to try and get the body language a bit higher going into the game. So everyone seems pleased now. And we go to the tunnel. I always skip this interview because I don't think it makes any real difference. So here it is, Sao Paulo. As I said, they've been on a good run of form. They're high up the league. I think they're 5th at the moment. Managed by Gabriel Milito, of course, a player well known in European football. There's our lineup. 4 wins from 5, just a defeat to Flamengo, the blot on our copybook. And a look at the league table here. We are in second. They are down in 5th yet, but they could close up to 3rd place. Flamengo with a win here at home to us as the teams come out to the pitch. Big game for us, try and keep the momentum going, make it 4 wins in a row. Just pause the game for 1 second. Some people might like to know this is the camera setting I use. It's sideline, lowest height, camera zoom up to full. I'm using extended highlights here because it's a key match for us against a team around us. Some of the games against lower league teams, lower down the table, I do use key highlights. But for this one, I'm using extended highlights. So the game is on the way. Ivan in possession here early on. That's Chao Alexandra to Emerson Royale. He brings the ball forward for us. Malcolm to Chao Alexandra. I think this is just the kick-off highlight. So I'm not sure anything's going to come from this, but we are on the attack, passing around. Ball goes out for a throw-in, and the game fully on the way now. We're inside the first minute of it, and this is the first proper highlight. Chao Alexandra wins the ball back for us on the edge of our box, then boots it clear. Probably could have played a pass there. So it's Ramirez for them. Diego Costa bringing it forward for Sao Paulo. It's Pablo Maya into Henrique to their centre back, and they're trying to come forward. We're trying to just hold a ship for the moment now. Can we try and win the ball? Here's Wellington, one of their wing backs. I've set to tackle hard and press. Can we win it back? No. Into the edge of the box. Enrique takes the shot. He fires it over. First shot comes from Sao Paulo early on here. And as the clock ticks down, what I usually do at this stage is I pause it around the 10-minute mark. We don't have another highlight, and we're not creating anything. So I'm going to pause it a little bit earlier, 8 minutes in, get the first shout in. It's a shout of encouragement to try and get the body language up and morale up. And hopefully that will work. We'll see down here at the bottom. Yeah, everyone seems to be happy enough as we have our next highlight. Talisca clipping in the free kick towards Varane. Varane has it down. Galarza can't win the header. We have the ball to Boitello can't win possession. So Wellington for them. Nathan Silva to Farnese, and they're passing the ball forward. And it is in Pablo Maya, and they're passing around nicely from the back, and they've got themselves up the pitch quickly here. But up steps Joachim to intercept it. Now Veron is going to take on his man, has a bit of space here. Gabriel Veron, is he going to clip it into the box? No, he goes back to Lucas Pitton, to Galarza. Are we going to create something? Chow Alexander in a lot of space here. He takes the shot. Oh, keeper. Not the most confident save from the Sao Paulo keeper, but he gets it out for a throw in. That's our first attempt 15 minutes into this game. Emerson Royal will take the throw in. He whips it in and it's headed away. Faust Henrique. Here is Lucas Pitton, and it stays 0-0 here. 17 minutes gone. Corner kick for Sao Paulo. 25 minutes gone. Not done anything in the game. Just let it play out. We haven't created anything more so far. As the corner kick comes in, thought Frizzato was going to come and claim that, but he a little bit indecisive. So Sao Paulo still have it, and they bring it forward here through Teixeira all the way back to Ramirez, the keeper. So can we now push up and get our shape going? Sao Paulo are looking very confident in passing the ball around in this first half. Diego Costa for them. Enrique, good tackle from Varane. He wins the ball back for us. Now we've got runners. It's Malcolm here. Malcolm bringing the ball forward. Plays it through to Boitello. Oh, the keeper makes another great save. It was offside though. Anyway, would not have counted as we approach the half-hour mark. And I usually pause the game around half-hour. Oh, bit over it. And we have a look at the performances at this stage. I start to think about any changes I need to make at half-time. Everyone's playing reasonably well. No terrible performances in this first half. So what I'm going to do is, we've only created one shot, one on target, pretty low. I'm going to hit the demand more at this stage and see can we get a bit more out of this team in this first half. We do have a highlight now. 31 minutes gone. It's Sao Paulo with a free kick. Igor Teixeira for them, and he brings it into midfield, back to their centre back, and they are happy enough to pass around at the back. They're not looking threatening at the moment. Probably commentator's curse maybe here as they come down this side. Nestor for them. We intercepted Chow Alexander. It's Boitello to Joachim. Joachim has it here. He cuts it back to Lucas Pitton. Pitton cuts in field, and he plays a crossfield ball towards Malcolm. He has it down to Talisca. Talisca's very deep here. That's a bit of a worry. We need to get him up further towards the goal, but now we have possession. Ball over the top from Malcolm. He's going to race onto that, is he? No. Nathan Silva cuts that out for Sao Paulo. Can we force him into a mistake? We can. Malcolm into the box, squares it to Varane. Oh, it's blocked by the defender. That was a chance to pounce on that mistake. Chow Alexandra to Galarza. Oh, it's cleared by Sao Paulo. It will fall to Joachim, to Lucas Pitton, and 33 minutes gone. It's 0-0. So half time here, it's 0-0. We created a little bit more towards the end of that half. We haven't had enough possession. 3 shots, 1 on target. They've had more possession without creating anything, so that's a bit off a worry. So we go into the dressing room now, and I look at the options for the first half performance. I'm not happy with it, so I'm going to go with I'm far from pleased with it. I can't pump the fist with that. I go point the finger. No, I can't either. I go no gesture. And I'm far from pleased with that performance. And that's got everyone fired up. I'm just going to pop into the tactics for a minute. And because we are not having enough possession, really, I'm going to go into this. I'm just going to lower the tempo slightly. Keep it a little bit more direct. And see, can we just get a bit more on the ball and let our quality tell in this second half. Just make that slight change at half time. I do sometimes drop the tempo at half time if we're not controlling possession enough. I'm just going to do it today and see, can we get on the ball a little bit more time on it, and try and create something. This is the highlight at the start of the second half. Don't think anything is going to come from this. Diego Costa to take it. Around the hour mark, we will look at substitutions. I may up that tempo again towards the hour mark, but for the moment, it's 0-0. First highlight of the second half, first proper highlight. Chow Alexander in possession. Here's Galarza. Bit of a worry that 2 of our midfielders are on yellow cards. We'll have a look at that around the hour mark when we will make substitutions. Here's Lucas Pitton. He gets to the byline and he squares it back to Galarza. Galarza, crossfield ball towards Emerson Royal. He's in a bit of space. Royal, can he get the shot away? Needs to get it now. Takes it, hits the crossbar. Oh, what a goal that would have been. It's cleared by Sao Paulo and it stays 0-0. Throw in here right on the hour mark. We will look at substitutions at the end of this highlight. We'll see how it plays out as Sao Paulo come on the attack. They play it down this side. Oh, they've gone 1-0 up. It's Ryan Francisco, the man we're meant to be tightly marking, who has scored for Sao Paulo. And after a goal like that, I do like to hit the encourage. I know berate is an option too, but I usually go for encourage and try and get the players back into the game. Well worked goal here. Our defending maybe wasn't up to the best. There was a run made here by Wellington, wasn't tracked by Malcolm. Francesco fires it home. We go 1-0 down on the hour mark, so it's time to hop in to the tactics here. And I'm going to up that tempo back to what it was, because I think we need to get forward and attack a bit more. Do I make any other changes here? I think we'll try and counter press a little bit more, just put them under a bit more pressure. And in terms of substitutions, what will we go with? I'm going to change our midfield. We have two of them on booking, so I'm going to bring on Z Raphael for Chao Alexandra. I'm going to bring on Paulinho for Galarza. I'm going to swap Boitello over to the ball-winning midfielder. Give a team talk of pump the fists here and tell them I trust them to make a difference, make me proud, and try and make it get us back into this game. Hour gone, and we're 1-0 down as we kick off. I think this is just a highlight because we've been made some changes, and the changes actually haven't been made yet as this highlight starts. So what can we see? Emerson Royale brings us forward. Malcolm, ball over the top towards Talisca. Headed clear down to Neves for Sao Paulo. And that's the end of that highlight. It's now 1-0. Sao Paulo in possession here. We have 66 minutes gone. Can we get back into this game? A defeat here would be a huge worry as Lucas Pitton intercepts that brilliant now. Brings us forward. The left back and our captain on the day. Lucas Pitton gets the cross towards Malcolm. Keeper comes. Not confidently done. See Raphael. Boitello. Oh, he's hit the crossbar. Oh, what a goal that would have been. Boitello hits the crossbar. Malcolm keeps us on the attack, but I don't think end's going to come from it. He goes backwards. See Raphael into Paulinho. And Paulinho to Ivan. Ivan bringing us forward. Another highlight starts straight away. We are 67 minutes gone now. We are on the attack a little bit more. Here's Joachim to Lucas Pitton. Pitton takes on his man. Beats him again. Good play from him. Can he get across? And he can. Veron with a lovely first touch. Needs to square it now. Veron. Boitello. Shot straight at the keeper. We're creating chances now though. So we've reached the 70-minute mark. 20 minutes ago. We're going to look at making some substitutions again. So let's see. We have tired legs in the team. Malcolm is tired even though he's on a good performance. Going to take him off. Emerson Royale is struggling at left back. Do I bring him on? Bit of a worry. Do I bring... Talisca isn't playing well up front. Could I bring Alejandro on? Could do. And I could bring... Gabriel Veron. We have lots of players not playing well. Boitello not playing well. It's a tough one. I'm going to go with taking off. I'm going to take off Talisca. He hasn't been playing well of late. He's only really scored from the penalty spot. So we're going to bring on Alejandro. And that is our substitutions used up. Again, I'm going to use the pump the fist and trust you to make it different to try and get an impact off the players. We have 20 minutes to go. We're 1-0 down. Can we get something out of this game? 10 minutes to go. We have a free kick here. Z Raphael to take it. Is he going to go for goal? I'm sure he is from this distance. Z Raphael takes it. Oh, Ramirez makes the save again. Their keeper is having a brilliant day. It's booted clear for a throw in. We've got 10 minutes to go. I'm going to give another shout here. I'm going to go fire up and try and get a reaction in this last 10 minutes. Corner kick for Sao Paulo here. We are into injury time. We have a minute off the 4 gone, and it's going to be Pereira for them. He's going to whip this in towards the far post. Rayan clears it. Ivan's going to get there. Can we counter attack here? It's Ivan, our centre back, bringing us forward, trying to get us a point out of this game. That's a terrible pass. And now Sao Paulo have it. Going to try and press the keeper. Can we win the ball high up the pitch? Doesn't look like it. Oh, Alejandro has won it for us. Here's Lucas Pitton. Pitton to Veron. Can we create something late on here to snatch a point out of this game? Going backwards is not a good sign to see. Joachim to Ivan. We have 2 minutes of the 4 played. Emerson Royale brings us forward to Rayan, the second half substitute. Can he create something? He can. Alejandro. Oh, it's blocked with the defender. Have we enough time to go very attacking and get the keeper up? No. So Lucas Pitton's going to take it. Can he whip in a good cross here? Pitton. Plenty of men up forward. He's going to whip it in towards that near post. It's headed up in the air. Joachim takes it down. Back to Pitton. He squares it. It's cleared. It's up the pitch. Joachim has it now. We've gone up the other end. I think we're going to fall to a defeat. See, Raphael clips in a free kick. Joachim's there. It's up in the air. Emerson Royale into the keeper's hands. It ends 1-0. It's a defeat for us away from home. A winning run in the league comes to an end. Wouldn't you know it, as I'm showing how we manage a game. So plenty of feedback needed on what went wrong. So this is the last thing I do is, of course, the team talk at the end of the game. I'm going to trash the arms and say I'm far from pleased with this result. A 1-0 defeat to Sao Paulo. So there we have it, a defeat to Sao Paulo, who are up into 3rd position. They're having a good season, so away from home it's maybe not that disappointing a defeat. We didn't create enough in that game for my liking. We're now 4 points behind Palmeiras, who are on the same games. 4 defeats this season already is a bit of a worry, but yeah, we're still in this title race. Coming up the halfway mark now of the season, 15 games played. Yeah, we're right in this title race. Flamengo are behind us now, but they have a game in hand. They'll close up to a point behind us if they win that game in hand. And yeah, there is a tight race on. Palmeiras are the runaway at the moment, but I think Flamengo are going to close up there, and hopefully we can stick with them. We're going to come back in the next episode for a game against Fluminense, our Rio rivals, of course, at home, and then CSA, newly promoted team, down in 19th. We're away from home. That's the type of game we need to win if we're going to get this title. If you did enjoy today's episode and a little bit of a different type of video, please hit that like button to let me know you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more of in-game management like this. Maybe show it more in videos. Let me know in the comments. Also, any tips on managing games and what I should be doing maybe a bit better. I know I'm a bit slow to change my tactic in-game. I don't like changing it because I don't really understand tactics that well, so I usually leave it as it is and just change maybe some of the roles or bring on substitutes. But let me know in the comments. Any advice is always welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. Really helps the channel to grow and helps you catch every video in the Breaking Brazil series. There's also a playlist on the channel if you want to catch up on anything that's happened so far. And until the next episode, please take it easy.